Welcome to another exercise in a workbook statistics. This time I'm going to talk about an exercise on the binomial distribution. So let's have a look at the exercise. Here we have as a task in a YouTube playlist there are 43 videos on statistics. 12 of the videos are on distributions. During the train ride to work, your app uses the shuffle function to randomly select 6 of the videos, assuming that a video can be selected more than once. Then we have 3 tasks. The first one, what is the probability that none of the selected videos is on distributions? Second, what is the probability that at least 5 of the videos are on distributions? And finally, which probability is larger? All videos are on distributions or none of the videos are on distributions? Well, first off, let's consider why we're going to use the binomial distribution here. Well, it's actually pretty straightforward because the last half sentence, assuming that a video can be selected more than once, tells us this is an exercise with replacement selection. Whenever we have something with replacement, this means binomial distribution. Well, once this is cleared, let's just jump right into solving our 3 different parts of the exercise. So for the first part, what we want to have is that none of these exercises is on distributions. So we go with p of x equal to 0. So the small k in our probability function is 0. And from the text, we get the probability of one of our videos being on distributions. This is just 12 over 43. And we have the sample size. Well, we have 6 of the videos. So small n, sample size is 6. With these 3 values, we can simply use the probability function. We're going to insert the values. We have here small n over small k. Then we have probability to the power of small k. Then the counter probability. So 1 minus p, 1 minus this value. That's here, this one. To the power of small k minus, small n minus small k. That's this. Well, that one is 1. That's 1. So we only have to calculate this last part. This yields us 5.73%. So the chance that none of the videos will be on distributions is just 5.73%. Well, that was already part 1. So let's move on to part 2. Here in part 2, in part B, we're interested that at least 5 of the videos are on distributions. So, well, we have a sample size of 6. So the easiest way to go is actually calculate the probability for 5 and 6. If we do this, we also can take the information we had before about the probability and about the sample size. So we take those numbers, we insert them again into the probability function. Then we have first for the probability of there being 5 videos on distributions. And we have here the part on having 6 videos on distributions. Well, again, it's small n over small k, probability to the power of small k, counter probability to the power of small n minus small k. We do this for both of them, we add them up, and we get as a final result 0.68%. So not a very small probability, but, well, slightly more than 0.5% that there will be more or 5 or more videos on distributions in our sample. Well, that concludes the second part. So let's continue with the third and final part. And here in part C, we're asked which of the probabilities is larger, that none or that all are videos on distributions. Well, we calculated this in part A and this as part of part B. So we simply can compare those values and we see that this one is larger than that one. So that's already pretty straightforward, but we can also decide this on a different factor. Since the probability we have of this event occurring is smaller than 50%, the chance of 0 events will always be larger than the chance of all events. That's the case whenever the probability is smaller than 50%. And well, that was then everything there is on this exercise. I hope you enjoyed it. I say goodbye and see you next time.